City Blog is a moving concept.
The City Blog, I think, is kind of his brainchild, something that Gideon has really looked forward to doing for a long time.
I grew up when I was a 10-year-old kid, going to bed at night, sleeping against a wall that was rumbling with jazz harmonies, because my brother, at the age of 11, was borderline of a virtuoso jazz pianist.
But he also has a lot of influence from things like funk and soul music.
On the other end, it was my sisters who were listening to Neil Young and the Moody Blues and Jackson Browne. I was turning into this fusion monster. And then had a massive love affair with Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
They're so great on so many levels.
I fell in love with every single track that they wrote. I fell in love with their lyrics. I fell in love with the sardonic nature of the whole presentation of their music. And their tunes started in one place and ended somewhere else. You want to be on a journey. You don't want some simplified, super linear story.
I do a lot of work with Steely Dan. I met Gideon, and he's one of the few examples of someone who clearly has that jazz rock influence. It is reminiscent of a Steely Dan type thing, but he did it his own way.
This is fusion and pop music that City Blog is writing here.
Jazz and funk and soul and all these different chord progressions that I didn't even know existed.
It's a beautiful balance of, like, harmonically it's really cool the way the chord progressions go.
These songs that had just layers and layers of different things, all that were very important, all that were very interesting.
And you're not thinking, oh, this is jazz, or oh, this is pop, or oh, this is R&B. You're just listening to music.
Well, City Blog will be a concept where I'm bringing together musicians, jazz musicians, and fusion musicians from all over the world. So I'm writing it, hopefully, so that some kid at Berklee School of Music falls in love with it the way I fell in love with Steely Dan.